Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Wednesday, February the 24th. We are shaking things up a bit. I'm doing the Showbiz Top 5 from Kidd Kraddick's microphone because one day I'll be standing in this position anyway, right? All right, coming in at number 5, Matthew Fox not only wrapping up his final season on the island that is lost, but he also might be wrapping up his marriage if he doesn't do something to fix this quick. There's a stripper in Bend, Oregon who claims she's been having an ongoing affair with Matthew after they hooked up at the Stars Cabaret, and she says she has the voicemails and text messages to back up her side of the story. Even if you watched every episode of Jersey Shore, you might want to check out the new exclusive to Amazon.com Jersey Shore Season 1 Uncensored. Now, they didn't reveal, in the description what exactly is included in the uncensored part. Could it be nudity? Could it be a bunch of foul language? Could it be Snooki getting punched in the face, which we all saw on the internet anyway, but that got edited out when it went to air on MTV. But we're also getting a bonus feature, tips from The Situation and Snooki, so that might be worth the price of the whole DVD series there. A former bachelorette claims now that she was pressured by the producers of The Bachelor, pressured by the other girls in the house to turn on Rosalind and say, you know what, I don't believe she's telling the truth. Now Valicia is saying is, yes, I believe Rosalind when she says nothing inappropriate was going on with the producer. There was no physical relationship. She says, if anything, the producer was the flirtatious one, and she even felt a little, hit upon by this guy too. She says to this day she never saw anything that made her think it was a sexual relationship. She thinks the other women in the house were just extremely jealous because Rosalind and Jake the Bachelor connected very quickly, and they seized on the opportunity to bring her down, and the producers seized on the opportunity to get a scandal going and bigger ratings. Now, they weren't fooling us anyway, but Robert Pattinson has finally admitted what we all knew all along, that he and Kristen Stewart are dating, and they have been secretly doing that for about a year. They were going to make their first public appearance as a couple Sunday night at UK's BAFTA Film Awards, but they decided at the last minute that they were going to go separate because it's just so much chaos. And I guess he's putting the story out there now, so when they do hit the red carpet, maybe it won't be such a shock to all of us. But he says it's not easy when they show up anywhere together and they have to do a lot of stuff to avoid attention. So speaking to the press is probably not going to help avoid more attention for them. And then finally, when his reps released a statement yesterday afternoon that Charlie Sheen had checked into rehab strictly as a preventative measure, all the pressure with his wife going through rehab, and that he was afraid of relapsing, so it was just as a precautionary move. He wasn't even in rehab at the time. He was sitting at home chilling. He didn't want to go. But his PR people finally got a hold of him and said, you are humiliating us. Now it's leaking that you're not in rehab. So he went kicking and screaming about 6 hours later. And Radar Online is reporting exclusively, so don't be blaming me, that Charlie Sheen is using cocaine and alcohol again. In the meantime, we hear that his wife, Brooke Mueller, she checked out of the Canyon Rehab facility because she was convinced they were leaking information about her. So she has since checked into another facility, one which allows her to bring her twin boys with her as she receives treatment. And that is your Showbiz Top 5 for Wednesday.